Avanza makes me think of advancement, not just on the road, but in life as well. Here's why.
Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Gino Killiamore from Boys Night Out on Magic 89.9, and if you're wondering what I'm doing here, well, it's to walk you through the all-new Toyota Avanza. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves. When we were growing up, we kind of had this whole notion of what we wanted our car to be like. You want your car to look as badass as possible. But once you start having a family and you know that space becomes an issue if you have 2 kids like myself, alam mong mapupuno yung likod and everything, that kind of diminishes a little bit, but not anymore. Because with the all-new Toyota Avanza, it's like Sleek and Active had a baby and this is what came out of it. I mean, you wouldn't look at it and think that it's a family car, but it is. So let's get into the features a little bit more. Alright, so here are some of the great new features about the all-new Toyota Avanza. Of course, you have the automatic folding side view mirrors. Now, you can argue that yes, it's fairly easy to push a side view mirror in, pero iba yung dating pag automatic siya nag-open and close, diba? Now, we also have the split type LED headlights, which just gives the car that more aggressive, sleek, sexy kind of look, which we all want to go for as family people. So we also have the 16-inch alloy wheels. That way, when your car bros ask you what kind of rims are you riding on, you can always just say 16s, man. I ride 16s. Alright, so now that we're inside the all-new Toyota Avanza, let's talk about, how great it is inside. Okay, so it has this flexible 7-seating adjustment. Now, when I say flexible 7-seating, I mean absolutely flexible. But before we get into that, visually, it has a 2-tone color thing going on. So it's black and brown, very elegant looking. Now, when I say flexible seating, I mean absolutely flexible. So the front row, you pretty much get what you usually get in front rows, the normal reclining, moving it back and forward. But what's absolutely crucial, especially for growing families, is what you can do with the second and the third row. For the second row, you can fold the seats forward, you can move it forward or backward, you can recline it all the way down in case you have one of your bigger kids who maybe wants to take a nap or anything like that. And this is all, just great, thinking that you can add it up with the ample storage that you already have in the back. So that's just absolutely beautiful. Now, we all know that when you have a family, you want things to be as convenient as possible. And the guys over at Toyota really thought about convenience when they were designing this car. So obviously you have stuff to make it a little bit easier for you, like the push to start functionality. There's also a 4.2-inch TFT display here. It's multi-information, so you get stuff like obviously the time, average kilometers per liter, how many kilometers you can travel with the amount of gas you have, and so on and so forth. Now, there's also an 8-inch audio display with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto going on right here, which comes in really handy when it comes to entertaining people inside the car, and of course with navigation as well. And finally, one of the best parts is the ridiculous amount of USB ports that you have inside the car to charge all of the family's gadgets all at once. And with gas prices skyrocketing as of the moment, I mean, obviously you want your car to be as fuel efficient as possible, but without losing the power that comes with it. And that's exactly where the CVT transmission and the front wheel drive platform come into play. Now, obviously, when you're traveling with your family, I think bar none, the #1 concern is safety and security. And the guys over at Toyota thought of that too when they were coming up with a design for the all-new Avanza. So they put in the back camera that comes with a sensor. There's also vehicle stability control, which, just makes for a smoother ride. There's a blind spot monitor, because let's face it, it's called a blind spot for a reason. There's also the rear cross traffic alert, because sometimes, just people slip through, and it comes in really handy. Now, there's also the hill start assist control, and finally, now the all-new Toyota Avanza has 6 airbags inside of it, just, really keeping safety and security in mind. So overall, the great thing about the all-new Toyota Avanza is that when the guys over at Toyota designed this car, they had a very specific thought process in mind, and they wanted it to be fit for every family.
And with a base price starting at 813,000 pesos, that is definitely bang for your buck. So what are you waiting for? Actually, don't take my word for it. Head on over to your nearest Toyota dealership or check out their website. That's www.toyota.com.ph.